The 1-6 Houston Texans, rested after their bye week, are on the road to take on the equally rested Jacksonville Jaguars, who are also equally win-challenged, but hoping their undrafted running back can take advantage of a weak Texans rush D.
James Robinson is laying out dudes. Wow!
James Robinson could be the key for the Jags this week. He's averaging 4.5 yards per carry on the year, almost 70 yards per game, and has scored 4 times.
Again, trying the middle, down near the goal line.
He has 2 100-yard games under his belt already, the second coming before they hit their bye week, and that was his best game of his young career.
Robinson up the middle, has a hole.
And beyond his own numbers, it's who he's lining up against that could spell back-to-back big games for the young back.
Williams, touchdown!
No team in the NFL has given up a higher yards per carry allowed than the Texans' rush D at 5.2 a pop.
Here's Jamal Williams, cuts back inside.
And only one team has allowed more rushing yards per game than Houston.
There's Williams inside the 5.
But it's not like the Jaguars have to avoid throwing it in this one either. Gardner Minshew has had a little bit of a roller coaster first half, but 13 TDs to 5 interceptions, 265 passing yards per game on a 94.4 rating.
Keelan Cole, but he could not hold on.
Jacksonville's passing attack is not built around one go-to guy either. Their top 3 receivers have between 38 and 41 targets each, all 3 with 26 to 29 receptions each.
Conley runs it down, and he's got it for a touchdown!
They could also do some damage against the Texans because Houston's pass D has been just as rough as their run D. Worst in rating allowed, completion percentage allowed just a hair under 70%.
As Rodgers throws it to Adams, makes the catch.
But to take advantage of the Texans' secondary, the Jags have to protect Uncle Rico or whoever they put back there. And that's been a problem for Jacksonville as they've allowed one of the highest sack totals in the NFL.
Minshew nowhere to go. Minshew goes down.
Houston hasn't racked up a ton of sacks, but they do have Whitney Merciless, who has 3, and J.J. Watt, who also has 3.
J.J. Watt coming on, the ball is loose.
The Texans' offense, of course, all begins and ends with Deshaun Watson, who has done everything in his power to keep the team competitive each week.
Watson fires downfield, and it's caught.
15 TDs, 5 interceptions, a 69.5 completion percentage, a rating of 108.7, just under 300 yards a game, all on 8.8 yards per attempt, which leads the league.
To the end zone, touchdown!
Watson has spread the ball around pretty evenly between his top 3 targets. Brandon Cooks, Will Fuller, and Randall Cobb all have 30-plus receptions each and 350 yards or better each. Fuller, the lead TD man, with 5.
And he crosses the plane for a Texans touchdown.
Jacksonville's pass D in the same territory as Houston's. Rating allowed of 107.6, yards per attempt of 8.5, completion percentage over 70, all while allowing over 280 yards per game.
Herbert releases deep down the sideline. Guy's got a step. There he goes!
And talk about your X factors. Watson, one of the most sacked QBs in the league.
As Watson is wrapped up, down he goes.
The Jaguars, the fewest sacks in the league on defense, so something has to give, right? Loser of this one finds themselves in last place in the AFC South, so pride has to be a big factor. Give us your winner and your predicted score. We have some scores for you too. Our leader so far, Nick Shook, went into Week 8 picking winners correctly over 70% of the time on the year.
Under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter here in Houston. Duke Johnson inside the 25, still going. Finally brought down.
Jones put on IR earlier this week. That